Welcome Women Talk member Eileen Head.
One of the original!
Thank you.
Oh, is this when we...
You go, girl. So today is all about change. Oh,
Can we lower that mic? I feel like I should turn around.
Yeah, you will.
so today is all about change and stepping outside your comfort zone. And I saw someone had a pair of jeans like this, and I thought, oh, they'd be so cool. So I went and sewed all these beads on, but they were too big and I wasn't comfortable with them. So I made them smaller, and I've never worn them. So today is the first day I wear them.
Oh, I like them. They're awesome.
I'm getting used to them. I'm fitting into them. I wear my cowboy boots because I absolutely love country dancing. And my record is 23 spins in a row. I've learned to live life with passion. My new passion is pickleball. So I started playing pickleball and I'm just loving it, but I'm not getting better. And I want to, I know it's in the feet and I know it's in the serve and it's in placing the ball here, there, and everywhere. And I thought, I think it's time for me to take a pickleball lesson. So as I'm taking the lesson, I'm going, I'm really now conscious of what I'm doing with my feet, my stepping back, as I'm serving, I'm putting my hand here, I'm dinking the ball, as they call it, over the net. And I thought, isn't this just like relationships? Don't you need a relationship clinic now and again to bring yourself to awareness, to figure out the strategy of the game, and to play at a higher level? How many of you had parents who had that amazing relationship? Nurturing, caring, peaceful? Lucky you guys. Because many of us didn't. And we pull that stuff in with us, and we go into our relationships blindfolded. And we're looking for the most fundamental thing, to be loved, to be recognized, to be appreciated. Only neither one of us knows how to do that. The dysfunction is with us. I married my father. An introvert, someone who wouldn't talk to me, someone who wouldn't acknowledge me as a woman or praise me. We lived business lives side by side. And I'll tell you, living with someone who doesn't acknowledge who you are, doesn't appreciate what you do, is soul damaging. That is soul damaging. I married him at 16, or I met him at 16, married him at 18, and we struggled through this relationship. It wasn't just me struggling, it was him struggling with me too. There was a lot of stress in our relationship. And through the years, I had those wake-up calls where I would be sleeping, and it was like someone tiptoed up to me and going, Eileen! Wake up, and there'd be nobody around. I was on the deck. At one point, I actually saw my mind blow up and stuff coming down the walls. And someone gently grabbed me by the shoulders and rocked me and say, you better start looking after yourself because nobody else will. I loved my life. I didn't want to leave it. I asked a friend once, when do you know when to leave? She said, when you can't do it anymore. So after 35 years, I divorced. And I found the Enneagram. I found the Enneagram personalities. And it was the biggest aha moment of my life. I read my biography. It told me what was great about me, what people value in me. That's what we're all looking for in our relationships. Do you value me? Do you value me? I can be doing exactly the same thing. You might value me and you might not. So where do we find our value? It's in our Enneagram. It shows us how to become the person we're meant to be. I was so passionate about this. I read my husband's profile, I looked at both of our profiles. In 35 minutes, I knew more about him, myself, and our relationship. And I could see my part in it. I had been a victim. I had blamed him, it was his fault. He's supposed to make me happy. He didn't know how to do that, and I didn't know how to do that. And so I took the Enneagram and I developed it into relationships. Every personality has their own fundamental core emotional need. We talked about operators' manuals. The Enneagram is the operator's manual to understanding yourself. Puts all the pieces of the puzzle back for you. Shows you how to become the person you're meant to be. Your personality is formed by about the age of 7. So you are operating unconsciously with unconscious beliefs and patterns by your 7-year-old self. Until you pick up that magic wand, which I think the Enneagram is, and you start to do your inner work. Women, don't sit stuck, frustration, and powerless. Take action. You don't need your husband to be involved. Start taking action for you. I have seen relationships transform. Women just start working on themselves. Bottom line, until you understand your personality, I believe you're going to stay stuck, frustrated, and powerless instead of leading a juicier life and getting loved the way you need. I'd like to take a few more minutes and thank you, Bridget. I've been with Bridget from the beginning. Give me a minute. I'm a 2. Emotional. Bridget formed a community. She formed a tribe. I met women there who we started our business together. We've been the support for each other. I could call on any number of these women and they would walk through coals for me. We are solid. We know who to phone when we need support, and we're not always the Facebook face. Things aren't always great. You had a vision. You have a passion. And you are changing lives for all of us. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for continuing that for all of us, helping us in our business, in our lives, and in our relationships. And I thank you, Sue, for supporting Bridget with her dream and being part of it. Thank you.